Third high. You led by 11 in the fourth quarter after quite a comeback, but then nothing worked. What happened?
I wouldn't say nothing worked because I feel like we played the same way throughout the whole game. I feel like we got some good looks, some good shots, and sometimes shots don't fall. But in those situations where shots don't fall, we had to depend on our defense. We allowed them to get out and transition a lot late in the game, so that's something that we have to fix going forward.
Do you think, you got to the line, I think, 2 times today. You got fewer calls in the playoffs from you got in the league, in the Euro Cup. You think that something changed by the refs are calling the game?
כן, שינו את החוקה.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's very clear that something has changed. Every game that we play, my attempts and free throws, go down more and more. But that's out of my control. I try to do the best I can to finish, find my teammates. So I'm not going to allow that to affect my game as much. Just got to make shots, make the right plays, and the game will be the game.
מה זאת אומרת? מה השאלה? התחלנו לא טוב? לא היה משהו מיוחד. המשחק, השתלטנו על המשחק באיזשהו שלב, הגנתית קודם כל. חזרנו לאט לאט, כמו שבכל משחק כדורסל זה קורה. שלטנו במשחק באיזשהו שלב כבר ממש בצורה טובה, והם הפכו את זה.
זה היה חתיכת רכבת הרים במשחק הזה. מה ניסח אותו? הפסיק בסוף? הלב?
לא לב. משחק כזה מוכרע על המון דברים קטנים, לאו דווקא שקרו בדקות האחרונות. בסוף אפשרנו כמות יחסית גבוהה של נקודות, לפחות מבחינתנו הלקח הוא קודם כל הגנתי. אבל גם הדרך שבה שיחקנו בהתקפה ב5 דקות האחרונות, אני חושב שאנחנו צריכים ללמוד מזה. קריס ג'ונסון. מה השאלה? תהיה יותר להגיד עלינו. אתה משחק טוב, כן, היה מצוין היום.
אני רוצה לשאול אותך עוד פעם על המהלכים בסוף המשחק, גם על השלשה של יובל אחרי הטיים-אאוט, שהייתה קצת זריקה לא כל כך טובה, הוא אולי יציב ודי מהירה. א', אם זה הייתה כוונה באמת להוציא זריקה מהירה, וגם אחרי זה על הזריקה של ארפר, שגם זריקה...
של קדין?
לא, אני מדבר על הזריקה של ארפר, שאחרי שהוא עבר אתמול.
אני בטח לא פה...
השאלה אם הייתה הוראה לקחת זריקה בחוץ.
וינתח את הזריקות של השחקנים שלי פה, נשים אותם פה על שולחן הניתוחים. אנחנו עושים דברים כקבוצה טובים ורעים, וכל הזריקות הן זריקות שלי, קודם כל. אז אם מישהו לקח זריקה לא טובה זה בגללי, ואם הוא לקח זריקה טובה זה בזכותו.
סדרה קצרה, והמשחק הבא בעצם עבורכם הוא משחק הדחה. איך זה משפיע על הדרך שאתה ניגש למשחק מבחינת חלוקת דקות, הלחץ?
אין חלוקת דקות, אין כלום, נותנים הכל, באים לנצח. חלוקת דקות זה גם אמצעי שעוזר לך לנצח, כן? אני לא חושב ש5 שחקנים צריכים לשחק 40 דקות. אבל יש מספיק ימים עד המשחק לנוח, ללמוד, ומן הסתם אנחנו באים לשרוד.
היה שבוע 7 עם השופטים, וכבר יצא פושים על הסינק שלך בערוץ הספורט, אז האם...
איזה סינק? איזה פושים יצאו?
על מה שאגבת שם, על השופטים.
אמרתי שהשופטים הם חלק מהכדורסל שלנו, ואם יהיה לי משהו להגיד, אני אגיד את זה להם, זה כל מה שאמרתי. אני לא אחראי על הפושים
השאלה היא, האם מה שנאמר לכם בישיבה, עם מה שהיה היום?
הישיבה לא קשורה למשחק היום. השופטים מתנהלים איתנו בצורה מאוד מאוד מכובדת ופתוחה, עשינו אחלה ישיבה. זה לא נושא שצריך לדון בתקשורת, אוקיי? כל אחד צריך להפיק את הלקחים שלו. גם אנחנו את שלנו, בתור מאמנים ושחקנים. זהו. תודה חבר'ה.
Yeah, it was a big win by us. I think we showed a lot of character, like Coach told us, and we did little things defensively. It wasn't pretty, but you know, sometimes in the playoffs, it's not about being pretty. It's just about getting the job done, and happy that we could come away with a win in the first game.
Marcus, first congrats on the win. In 81-70, the whole atmosphere seemed like it's going Jerusalem way. What?
כאן נכבד, אחר צהריים טובים, אני מבקש מכולם לפנות את ההיכל, אנחנו רוצים לסגור דלתות. אני מבקש מכולם לפנות את ההיכל, אנחנו רוצים לסגור דלתות. תודה רבה ושבת שלום לכולם.
What did you change in the game that you stopped Jerusalem only on 4 points until the end?
We just picked up the intensity a little bit. I think we all kind of felt that it was kind of drifting away. I mean, Jerusalem's a great team. They're really good. We picked up the intensity, put a little more pressure on like Harper and Carrington, and we just fought a little bit extra, and I think we just executed more offensively like we needed to. And I think it just pushed us and gave us the momentum back that we needed to go into the fourth.
Marcus, first of all, congrats on the win. I have two questions. The first one, I saw everyone celebrating, and we saw you running to the locker room. Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good.
And second question, I think I saw you and Antonio, while everyone was celebrating, were trying to even calm people down, say it's only one win away. Is that the mindset going into Wednesday?
Of course, that's always the mindset. Like I said, Jerusalem's a very good team, so it easily could go their way if we don't take the next game serious and celebrate too early, And I'm happy that we won, but it's not the time to celebrate right now. And we got bigger goals that we're trying to accomplish, and I think we have to wait and celebrate at the end.
The team is playing without Yamadar for 1 month and a half, maybe. We saw him today standing most of the game, talking with all the players. Do you think that he had influence from the side? Maybe from his eyes changing things?
The thing about Jan Madar is he's so young, but he's such a great leader and he's so inspirational, and he really gives himself to this team and this club. So, you know, that's just Jan Madar being him. You know, it's tough playing without him, and with him being on the sideline and how good he is on the court, he sees things that we don't see, and so it's always good to have him on and off the court. I can only say great things about Jan since I met him, and he has a very bright future.
Not for the first time, we saw Apol maybe stuck a little bit during the game, and then we see you take the ball, drive to the basket once, twice, making some hard baskets. Do you feel that this is your place in the team when things are not going? You have an amazing team, amazing players. Do you feel this is your place to take those hard baskets, hard drives to start the team again?
Of course I want to take them. You know, that's something I've always done my whole career, but it's more about, you know, Coach Atudis and my teams trusting me to be able to do that down the stretch. You know, the game wasn't looking too good for me in the first 3 quarters, which it always seems some way how it always ends up for me. But, you know, I was just trying to play my game and stay with it and attack hard and be aggressive. You know, I saw some things early on when I was driving that could get me to the hole and score. So, you know, of course, I want to come up and play big down the stretch for my team.
May I add something over here? You know, all the questions are going towards to the offensive end, and nobody's paying attention of what Marcus and many other players are doing defensively. So Marcus played the whole stretch 10 minutes in the last quarter, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right? You were not substitute.
Mm-hmm.
So you think that if I see a player going on, I'm going to take him out? Marcus was significant. That's why he's also over here close to me, but he's doing lots of other things. Even when he attracts the attention of others because of his quality to score or to get the ball and close out and draw fouls or make plays for the others, it's a huge thing. But giving us also on the defensive end, like also today Palatin, for instance, with 0-4, he had a tremendous effort, and I pick him instead of others to play those last 2 defenses or more. So I want you to see if, at least this is my point of view, to watch the game on both ends. The game never goes on one end. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the questions are going only on the offensive end, which okay. But Marcus knows that he contributes to the team a lot of other things, and offensively, of course, which is one of the best scorers we have. That there is no doubt about that. I have to move. It's sweat, that's why I'm changing. Yeah. So, good afternoon once again. Congratulations to all the players, to the team, 1-0. We can summarize the game. We got very strong on the opener. Took the lead, double margin, were in control, and then all of a sudden we lacked concentration on the offensive end and on the defensive end. We turned over the ball because also they were pressuring, because we had bad selection of shots, not a good balance on the defensive end, and we gave them this, what is one of their characteristics, which they're one of the best teams in our league, the transition game. They hit a lot of threes, corner shots, 45 shots, and they came back to the game. Pretty much we changed that momentum, and that's the third what I want to take from this. As Marcus said, we agreed on the timeout and before the beginning of the 4th quarter that this has to be our identity, and our identity is to make stops. And we did accomplish that part. That's why I interfere on that question towards the offensive abilities of some of the players. This is not an individual sport. Individually, you need the qualities of the players, 100%, to put those qualities into the team effort. So defensively, we played. We had a great effort. We denied the key players. We rebound the ball better, and we managed to grab a win. Obviously, it could have gone other way. It will be also well deserved because Jerusalem play a good game, and they're a good team, and we're building character. games like that. It helped a lot that the fact that the gym was packed. A special thank you for the fans that they kept believing and they were pushing the team to defend and to go that way. And the team, proved that can do it. We know it's going to be difficult. The semifinal is we play against a great team. We've seen the whole season us, them, and Maccabi to play extremely good games. It's interesting to have the series. So congratulations to everybody.
Coach, first congrats on the win.
Thank you.
I want to ask you about Baltimore. He has a lot of his shoulders since Yam is injured, since Joe is not in the roster, and we saw him tonight in great numbers and great minutes. Also in defense, but we saw leadership. What can you tell us about this game?
I can say to you that Bar, that's the difference, and it could not be different because I'm witnessing Bar daily basis, and you watch him only on the games, and that's the significant difference. The amount of minutes that I'm watching and evaluate him with the practices, it's completely different. And thank you for that question in regards of Bar. He's putting a lot of effort to play a very demanding position. He's capable to handle the ball. Today he has 7 assists, and many others could have go on his way if we would have, capitalize those great passes. But on the defensive end, he's also great. So, he had a very good, solid game, I would say. Play a lot of minutes, but he can handle that. He's practicing well. He's putting extra, on his shooting and everything. We need to be better on the closures with the free throws. We have missed 5 straight, in this clutch minutes. But we did not give up. We play much better defensively. We forced bad shots from their side, and rebound the ball. Even though they had the last possession was weird. Like we defended well, we rebounded, throw to them. We gave them another 2 looks to tie the game. But he was good. He was good.
Congrats on the win, first of all.
Thank you.
From day one, from the day you came to Israel, you talked about a process and getting better and getting better, and obviously the process still goes on. I know what you'll answer.
Yes.
But when you arrived here on day one, 6 months after right now, seeing this team, is this what you pictured?
But it is a process. Now, did I picture that? There are certain things which I cannot picture, but we put small targets. I want in life to achieve small targets at the time. If you ask all the coaches, they would like to win the game, with a flow like +10, +10, +10, and then you go easy home. But we knew that this series with Jerusalem is not going to go that way. It's going to be a close game. Even though we had a good run, this is a game of runs. Now, how much we can be smart and change those things, this is a process of building our character. And today we're building a character. This is a character win. Because the first question you put, it was a +11 for them. Missing the free throws, it looks like we're going down, am I right? But you see how much of reserves we have in our arsenal as a team, and that's what makes me happy. I was not happy during the game when we were either forcing shots, having bad spacing, or doing mistakes on the defense. But at the end, we found a way on the defensive end against a great offensive team that they were in a good momentum today. They hit 14 or something, 3-pointers. 14 out of 31, so that's great numbers to find a way. So that's a process. Now, did I picture? I feel more as my team now. This group of people, I feel it. That we work together, we breathe together. I feel it more, and that's normal. We work together now for many. Not only months but days now in between the playoffs. The league gave us a lot of days to work, so that on one hand it's not good because you're losing the pace, but on the other hand you work more, and you know each other even better.
Jerusalem scored 29 points in the third quarter, and then 12 points in the last quarter, 4 points in the last 6 minutes, I think. You asked us to ask you about the defense. So what were?
No, I didn't say you have to ask us. No,
but
ask whatever you want.
What are the defensive things you did in the last 6 minutes?
Obviously, I cannot talk on the specific details what we have done on the defense. We've done today several things. We did not have only one plan. We had different plans based on what the lineup of Jerusalem is, and of course the momentum. And that fact is like, I want my teams to be like chameleon. You know the animal chameleon, that he changes colors to cover himself according to, when he feels the enemy coming, he changes the colors and he becomes invisible. So we cannot become invisible, but we can change things during the game and make certain adjustments. Now on the defensive end, we were more of a physical in terms of playing what is allowed to be played. We went more on boards, and we had a better spacing. We kept believing, which is the most important thing, because a lot of teams, they would have cracked on that 11, and it doesn't go your way, let's go to the other game. But we all know with this best of 3 series, maybe you're not going to have a second day or you're not going to have a second chance. So we pretty much, as I said, we talked all together that now it's our time. On the fourth quarter, we cannot give up this 29 points. These 29 points of the third quarter, pretty much it put us on the rope over there, because it happened in 1 minute, 43 seconds, if I'm remembering, and we couldn't just react. And the timeout is not always a solution. Like a spot up, Carrington from downtown, I think he shot from his bench, and he made that shot. So then Johnson, then another Harper, then those are all mistakes we're doing consecutively. And sometimes you need to come and to go to survive through the obstacles. And that was a big obstacle today that Jerusalem put on us. We're building the character. So defensively, I chose also the players that I felt that they're there. That doesn't mean that the others, they couldn't help. Or Oz had a very good moments in the team. He gave us what we wanted at that moment. Or Ish, that he was early with the foul trouble. Motley was a hell of a defensive stops at the end, and Ginat always playing tons of amount of minutes and almost being again double-double, he gives us a lot.
You said you're building a character. You say the same even if you're losing today?
I don't want to answer to the if. What if you would have hair? You will not need to save your head. So it's not about the if. And sorry that I'm doing personal. That I'm joking. All right. So the if, obviously, if we would have been on the other side, it would be well deserved for Jerusalem as well. So I would talk more about the mistakes we did defensively and offensively. And this is what we're going to do now, starting from tomorrow. So the film, it's only about that. It's not the time for celebration. It's not the time for praying the team. But I'm happy that we drag the win. So how else to be? I'm happy that we won the game, even with this way. Now, do we have other ways to win the game? We do have other ways to win the game. As soon as when you lose the games, to know why you lost the game and we're all on the same page, then I'm happy also with that. Thank you. Thank you.